Trump's tariff strategy collapses after landmark court ruling. A panel of 3 judges in New York may have just delivered a hammer blow to one of Donald Trump's most central and controversial economic policies. In a ruling that's already rippling through Washington, the U.S. Court of International Trade declared that the former president acted unlawfully when he imposed sweeping reciprocal tariffs on nations across the globe earlier this year. The judges concluded that only Congress holds the constitutional authority to regulate trade and set tariffs, not the president. Trump had relied on the International Economic Powers Act of 1977, designed for genuine national emergencies, to justify his actions. But the court dismissed this as an overreach, stating that the law does not grant the president unbounded authority to control imports. In plain terms, the ruling is a sharp reminder that the United States is still a democracy, not a dictatorship. The White House strikes back. The response was swift. Within hours, Trump's legal team launched an appeal, claiming the decision undermines presidential powers during national emergencies. Spokesman Kush Desai repeated a familiar Trump refrain, that unelected judges shouldn't dictate how the president governs. But this challenge is shaping up to be more than just a legal technicality. It's now a battle that could unravel much of Trump's economic doctrine and reshape global trade relationships in the process. Billions at stake, policy in tatters. Trump famously promised Americans that tariffs would fund a new economic golden age. Just before his April announcement, which he dubbed Liberation Day, he told journalists aboard Air Force One, "We'll be so rich, you won't know where to spend it." He even floated scrapping federal income tax, suggesting the government could run entirely on tariff revenues. But that vision now appears distant. The court has given Trump just 10 days to cease collecting these newly imposed tariffs or face potential legal consequences. Earlier duties, such as those on steel, aluminium, and automobiles, remain untouched, as they were introduced under different laws. Ripple effects, allies, trade deals, and the UK. The decision doesn't just affect US domestic policy, it throws multiple international trade agreements into limbo. Canada, China, Mexico, and the UK, which recently finalized a US-UK economic prosperity deal, are all watching closely. The UK deal allows for baseline tariffs to remain, apart from a few exemptions like steel and car parts. Whether these arrangements can now stand legally is an open question. Beijing, already on the receiving end of the harshest Trump-era tariffs, will no doubt be re-evaluating its trade position in light of the court's rebuke. All eyes on the judiciary. Pro-Trump voices have already begun attacking the court. Right-wing activist Charlie Kirk questioned the point of having a president if judges can override his policies, citing the Trade Expansion Act of 1962 as justification for unilateral action. But Trump's fondness for these fights is no secret. He has long argued that the courts are blocking the promises he made to voters, whether on trade, immigration, or government reform. A turning point? This court ruling could mark a decisive moment in Trump's second term. His legal strategy, particularly around tariffs and executive power, now faces a daunting uphill battle. And as the judiciary pushes back, a once confident economic doctrine now looks like it may be crumbling. The self-declared golden age might still be on the horizon, but with this ruling, Trump's path to it is looking far less certain.